underqualified to talk about this. It's not even funny, but I was doing some research into the quantum physics theory of entanglement because it was sounding super similar to the type of entanglement that one of my teachers has been bringing up in class. The word was very reoccurring. I'm gonna do my best, but I don't know much. I asked my little brother, who's very into stuff like this. But according to him, quantum entanglement is a theory that has not been proven very thoroughly per se. Albert Einstein kind of witnessed that it was happening but had no answer for why it was happening. But when two particles, let's say a photon or an electron, come into entanglement with each other, which might be because of the way that they were born and created, I don't know, I'm not too sure, but something leads them to be in a state of entanglement with one another so that when, let's say, these pairs are separated across a huge distance, could be miles, could be light years, they could be on different sides of the galaxy, if one of them is observed to be spinning in one direction, then instantaneously the other one, wherever it is, will also spin in the same direction. So there is a linkage, an entanglement between the two that manipulates their properties instantaneously, which is an insane concept because that turns into like wormholes, turns into teleportation, because it is happening at an instant. But anyway, all of that physical stuff is interesting to look at metaphorically, but I don't have the bandwidth to be proving it physically. The application of entanglement in our day-to-day lives can be something incredibly special. In Buddhism, the concept of entanglement is closely aligned with the idea of dependent origination, which essentially states that everything in the universe is interconnected and interdependent, meaning that nothing exists independently, and each thing arises in relation to everything else, mirroring the quantum physics phenomenon of entanglement, where particles remain connected even when separated by distance, essentially when this is, that is. So when this is, that is, and in this, I, and in this I, oh me, oh life, of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself, for who more foolish than I, and who more faithless, of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the objects mean of the struggle ever renewed, of the poor results of all, of the plodding and sordid crowds I see around me, of the empty and useless years of the rest, with the rest me intertwined. The question, oh me, so sad, recurring. What good amid these, oh me, oh life, answer? That you are here, that life exists, an identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. When that is, this is, and in this, I. The dream of my life is to lie down by a slow river and stare at the light in the trees, to learn something by being nothing. A little while, but the rich lens of attention. Oh me, oh life. Just watch back the clip that I made a couple days ago, and I'm randomly tearing up so many times. I'm so sorry about that. And I always think about, it's really obscure, but it's this old 2011 Lana Del Rey GQ interview, and it's only ever written down. I don't think I've ever seen it on video, but it's so funny because she seems really standoffish with the interviewer from the text transcript. But I don't think that was her intention at all. And there's this excerpt that I think about all the time where the interviewer asks her something about her music, and Lana says, "It could be about a bug. I don't even do anything in real life. I just sit in my studio and write. I call my friends, I watch television, I don't do anything. Write crazy stuff if you want to. I've been telling my publicists it has nothing to do with me. I mean, everything has nothing to do with me. I don't know what they're talking about. Everything has nothing to do with me. But against all odds, in this, I. When this is, that is, and the powerful play goes on, you may contribute a verse. As I was saying earlier, my teacher right now, I study architecture, is a Buddhist, and he comes over one day and he sells an idea of architecture and the whole practice as very like passionate, very all-consuming, mad scientist-esque. And he came over and he was like reprimanding us a little bit, like, you guys aren't passionate about design. Design should be life. Architecture should be life. I want to see you in here all the time. And the idea of that is very appealing in how passionate it is. But my friend Ton, super chill guy, came by and was like, Nandita, like, architecture is life. Like, do you buy that? And I was like, I don't know. Do you buy that? And he was like, design is life. But bro. That's exactly how he talks. He was like, bro, I want everything to be life. Think of armature lines of a city. Think of lightning. Think of the pattern in marble and stonework. Think of veins in a body. Think about when you cut a grapefruit and peel it open, you'll find a pair of lungs. Think about woven lace and other delicate woven things. Hands that hold each other. People that are bilingual and switch back and forth between the languages that they know. Cities are woven, if nothing else. A different weave of restaurants for the 20-something-year-olds and parks for the kids and benches for the old people to watch this weave after having lived it all. People still used to ask me if I'm on drugs because of just the way that I am. They would see that I was a little bit absent-minded, probably completely unfit for a corporate career, that I was perpetually carefree and possibly on the edge of insanity, and they'd be like, Nandita, are you on drugs? Are you on drugs right now? And I don't know how to tell them that this image from like early, probably like 2000s Hopecore Tumblr of a guy in the sunlight and all of the sun is just bouncing off of him, so we only see like the fuzzied out, sunlit essence of his image. That is what I feel like. That's what I want to feel like all the time. That's what I'm in pursuit of all the time. Like, that's you. That's you, if you even care. That's you, if you even care. Well, ideally, the concept of entanglement is you can think of it like a tree, a system of trees with roots below the palpable surface that are all intertwined and interconnected, and by seeing yourself as, let's say, like the soft, supple fruit born of these trees, you have the power to recontextualize everything you do within this nurturing framework. I feel like it's really magical to be able to do that with yourself. And because entanglement is all about these instantaneous connections and these I change this and this gets triggered and that makes me think of this. On the theme of soft, supple fruit, I have two more poems that I would love to read you. One is Tomatoes by Joe Sullivan and the other one is Oranges by Wendy Cope. This is Oranges. At lunchtime, I bought a huge orange. The size of it made us all laugh. I peeled it and shared it with Robert and Dave. They got quarters and I got a half. And that orange, it made me so happy, as ordinary things often do. Just lately, the shopping, a walk in the park. This is peace and contentment. It's new. The rest of the day was quite easy. I did all the jobs on my list and enjoyed them and had some time over. I love you. I'm glad I exist. A lot of people have heard of that one. I don't know if as many people have heard of Tomatoes, but it is also so soft and supple and fruit-themed. Tomatoes are a fruit, technically. I waited so long for love, and suddenly here it is. Standing in a garden, hands full of heirlooms hot from the sun. Soon we'll make a supper of them. Salted slabs between slices of bread. Your beard silvers. My hips ripen. The mail piles up. Phone calls go unanswered, forgive us. Our mouths are full of tomatoes, and we are so busy being small and hungry and alive. So anyway, I hope you notice things today and live so slowly. I hope the temperature inside wherever you are is just right. I hope whatever you cook for dinner turns out really good. I hope it's delicious. That is all.